Power 106, LA's number one for hip hop. I'm Letty with the all new Power Mornings, and I got our guy Alexis Rocha in the house with me. Look, boxing is my and I love to see great boxers just go in and just boxers that are really setting a path for themselves. Alexis, when we talk about that, it's you. I think the first time I saw you was on a Valentine's Day fight a couple years back, and you just blew me away with your athleticism, your skill set, and all of that. But also seeing how many people were there for you. It's important to have like that type of a fan base. You got it. I feel like since day one, like people just been supporting you. Have you seen that support grow throughout the years?
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of people come out and support me. I'm very grateful for just having fans in general because like I was telling you that it's a surreal moment when I walk out and I see faces cheering my name and I don't even see these people. I've never seen their faces a day in my life. So I'm like, oh crap, this is something else. This is all new to me. But it's just the hard work that's paying off.
The hard work, but there's also some part of like the it factor, that charisma that you have. Like there's a lot of boxers that come in and they're barking and they're doing all the theatrics, but you got something about you that you're gonna give that little humble smile, but then you're gonna go in and you're gonna turn up. And I think there's just something so awesome in that people are just ready to stand behind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very genuine. If I don't like you, I'm not gonna be a two-face about it. I'm gonna greet you, say hi, keep my distance, and I'm just very genuine with just me. The person you meet is a person that's gonna be around you 24/7. Just the way I am. But yeah, it's a little switch when you're humble outside the ring, and you have to be also humble inside the ring, but you have to really separate it because that guy's in front of me trying to hurt me, and I'm trying to hurt him.
That part. Now, you came in here, and I'm telling you, I'm having a conversation with you, and I'm like, you make it so hard to hate on the OC because you're OC repping. Yep. But it's not, like, I think sometimes, especially being from Los Angeles, you think of the OC like, like the shows, like Laguna Hills, like the OC vibes, right? But my best friend, she's from Santa Ana, and you see all of that, like the tradition in that, the Latino families out there, the taco spots out there. Like, there's a lot of that, too, that you just by nature of just making it bring to light. You know, are you excited for that, for people to see the other side of the OC?
Shout out to Santa Ana, where I'm from, born and raised. And like you said, there's a lot of culture out there, and with the taqueros and the hardworking people. And I want to be an example of the hardworking people that come out and put your city on the map. Really.
Man, no, I'm telling you, again, because when I see you and coming out in what was it? Was it the Ryan fight?
Yeah, my last fight.
There was a Ryan fight, but the way everyone stood up for you coming down and you doing your ring walk, and that was special. We had people wearing your merch, your tees, like part of just your fan base just rooting for you there is big. It's almost bigger than you too. Like, it's just beyond. Like, you now got to keep up with the movement because it's a movement.
It is a movement, and I'm very excited that, like I said, with my hard work, it's brought this. It's brought people supporting me. Like I said, I want to be a great example for my city. I want to be a great example to just people and little kids looking up to me because I started out with a dream, and I was very overweight when I was a kid, and I lead that by example. To show all these kids that if you could believe it, you can go on and achieve it.
Man, are there times where you're looking back at tape, when you're looking back at your fights, and you knew where you were in that moment, but you're just like, this is when I wanted to do this instead of that? Like, what's the like going, like hindsight is 2020, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But looking back, and does that change for the next time you're in the ring? Like, do you make those switches?
Yeah, we call that experience in the sport, There's a lot of time where I look at film and I'm like, damn, why didn't I let my hands go? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? So my next fight, I'm in that same situation where a guy's holding on to me or a guy's hurt or something. And I think back to that time, or just the experience plays in where I could calculate those risks. I could make those adjustments.
Yeah. What about like fighters of the past? Is there like, because what's crazy is like once you're in radio, you don't listen to radio the same. Like I listen for breaks and commercials and tops of the hour. You don't even have to know what that means, right? Yeah. But like with you, when it comes to boxing, you just watch it different now that you're in it.
Now that I'm in it, yeah.
What's the biggest, I guess, change for you from going from being a fan or loving boxing to being a part of the sport of boxing?
I mean, the same. I mean, it's still the same for me, really. you know, me growing up, I used to look up to Oscar De La Hoya a lot.
Mm.
So now that I'm under his stable of,
Yeah.
you know, in his promotional company, it's just a dream come true. And you start seeing him around like, damn, this guy was really my role model growing up. He
Yeah.
still is, you know, he's still a great businessman for what he done, what he's accomplished inside that ring to outside of the ring. He's just a living legend right now.
Right. No, and then I think of like the Oscar fights. You know them as like the Oscar Trinidad, the Oscar Chavez, like
Yeah.
the Oscar Vargas. Like those are things that like they go right to your brain. And I
Yeah.
think when you look at stuff like that, you can't help but want to emulate that. Like that could be like the achievable stuff. That's very it is very achievable for someone like you, Alexis.
Yeah, with a lot of sacrifice, the hard work, and that self-belief that you have in yourself, you really got to go out and, you know, seize the moment.
Man, and you're going to seize the moment October 29th.
Yeah.
How about that? It's
Yeah.
going down at the Pechanga Arena in San Diego. I know you're from the OC, but are you like a Dodger fan at all?
No, I'm not.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm not a
God.
Dodger
Are
fan.
you an Angels fan?
Neither.
Okay, let's go. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. You just don't. Baseball is cool. You're cool off baseball. Yeah.
Baseball's cool, but I wouldn't watch it. I'm very weird. I'm not a sports fan in general.
But you box.
But I box. Boxing and UFC are probably my only hobbies.
Man.
Whatever sports I like to watch.
Would you ever want to go into UFC?
Heck no.
Okay,
Heck
good.
no. It's a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different world when you're in there. But if you get a UFC fight in the boxing ring, I'm down with that.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be afraid that they got like some little sneak move?
I mean, as long as we're standing up and just strictly
That part.
boxing, yeah,
Yeah.
just strictly boxing, I'm down with that.
Wow. Okay, what got you into boxing?
Really to lose weight.
What?
Yeah, it was to lose weight because most people that know my story, I was overweight when I was a kid. I was 11 years old, weighing 205 pounds.
Man.
Yeah, you know, I was getting bullied in school. During this time, I was in 6th grade, going to 7th grade, so I was getting bullied. I just didn't like it. At this time, I had just gone to the doctors and I had gotten like really high cholesterol. And they told me if you keep eating so much and you keep living this lifestyle and this, you know, you're going to get obese. And well, I already pretty much was obese. I was like 5'1", 205 pounds. And they told me, like, you're on the risk of getting diabetes. So from there, that scared the living crap out of me.
Of course.
Scared the living like it would to any kid.
Yeah.
So from there, I was like, damn, I got to start doing something, you know. And I've been around boxing my whole life because my older brothers, Ronnie Rios and Salvador Rios, they were boxers at the time. So I've been around it pretty much my whole life. But I hated boxing.
Yeah, it didn't seem appealing. Like you said, you're not a sports kid. It's not
I'm not
you-
a sports
yeah.
kid. Yeah, I lack motivation in that way that I wasn't very active as a kid. I love playing video games and watching movies and eating, obviously. but yeah, I started going to the boxing gym with my older brothers. And from there, you know, I started losing weight. I started getting driven. I was getting motivated. You know, all the people were looking at me like, damn, like, how'd you lose all this weight?
Right.
Yeah, and then
right
from there,
here.
that's where that passion comes from.
Man, that's life saving.
Yeah, it
That's
definitely
not
is.
just a hobby. That's not just a sport. That saved your life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild.
Boxing definitely saved my life.
And when you look at your older brothers too, do you feel like it's on my shoulders to also not just be in the ring, repping for the Rocha last name and for
Yeah.
OC, but also my big brothers like that got me through this.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to them. You know, Salvador Rios, Ronnie Rios. Ronnie Rios was close to fighting 2 times. He fought twice for the world championship. Fell short, but you know it is what it is. And you know those are tough shoes for me to fill in. But that's what drives me to
Yeah.
be someone in this sport.
You got this, bro. Like
Thank
it's great to have you in here. You're the youngest. Are you the baby? of the
No,
group?
I'm the middle one. So it's a 35-year-old, 32-year-old, 25. And then my youngest is 16.
Wow,
brother.
there's that lineage right there.
All
Let's
boys,
go.
yeah.
Wow, I have 3 boys. I want a girl so bad. I bet your mom too was like trying for that last girl, and then or the girl at the last and still
Yeah.
got another boy.
Yeah, hoping the last one was a boy. I mean, girl, but yeah, it is what it is.
It happens. Okay,
Yeah.
some of us are boy moms. Gotta deal with it. No,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Alexis, for checking in with us again.
Thank
This
you.
Power's your home, bro. Come through whenever you need to. If you want to fight and squabble and you want to do it
Yeah.
on Power, I got you. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Of course. And if you haven't already ordered the fight, check out all the info. The Zone is where it's going to happen October 29th at the Pechanga Arena in San Diego. Let's go.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much, Alexis, for coming through.
Thank you so much.
It's Power 106.